Today we are on to the next video on General Organic Chemistry, class 11, and today we will be talking about the stability of the reaction intermediates. The first we are beginning with carbonium ion, which is also termed as carbocation. I've already discussed about the reaction intermediates and how they are generated in my previous videos. So what is a carbocation or carbonium ion? Carbon containing positive charge, right? So that we already know that it can be of three types: 1 degree carbocation, it can be a 2 degree carbocation, or it can be a 3 degree carbocation, depending upon to which particular carbon atom the positive charge is attached. Okay, so this is 1 degree carbocation, this is 2 degree, and this is 3 degree. Now, we need to explain the stability of these carbocations. Now, we know the stability is of this. That means the 3 degree is considered to be most stable carbocation, then 1 degree, and after this methyl. Methyl will be the least. Right? Now, why it is like this? Now, we can explain this on the basis of whatever effects we have studied so far. Right? So, the first effect which we can apply to explain this is the inductive effect. That is positive inductive effect, plus psi effect. Now, why? Because we know what is inductive effect. It's of two type, plus and minus. Positive inductive effect is shown by the alkyl radicals. In 3 degree carbocation, there are 3 alkyl radicals. So now these alkyl radicals, they are going to push electrons away from them. That means they are going to push electrons here. The positive charge will be reduced. Positive charge, if it is reduced, it is making it more stable. Now, any group which intensifies the positive charge, then it is going to increase the reactivity of it. So, if it is more positive, then definitely it will attract the negative toward itself. So, the reactivity will be more. Now, in this case, the positive charge is decreased by 3 alkyl radicals. Right? So, there are 3 alkyl radicals attached to the carbon bearing positive. There are 2 alkyl radicals attached to the carbon bearing positive. Now, on this side, only one, here, nothing. So, one effect is the plus psi effect. So, due to which 3 degree is more stable. Now, we can also have a second effect, that is resonance effect. Resonance effect. Now, resonance will not be applicable everywhere. In this particular example, we can explain on the basis of, inductive effect. But in certain examples, we can talk about resonance, explaining the stability. Okay, so let me take such examples. Now, let's take this example. The first one, this is allyl. Now, what is allyl radical? CH2 double bond CH CH2. This group itself is called as allyl. ALLYL. Allyl carbocation it is called. Now, this is quite stable. Now, why it is stable? The carbon which is bearing a positive charge, the carbon bearing positive charge, the next carbon is having a double bond. That means the positive charge and the double bond are alternate to each other. They are alternate to each other. So what can happen? This carbon bearing positive will have a tendency to pull the electrons from the adjacent side, adjacent carbon atom, and it will result in the formation of this single bond CH. This will be a double bond. Now the positive charge will shift here. That means the positive charge can shift on the next carbon atom, that is the adjacent carbon atom. Clear? So it is stable because of resonance. Let's take another example. This is benzyl. What is a benzyl radical? C6H5CH2. That is said to be benzyl. Now this is not a radical, it's a benzyl carbocation. Benzyl carbonium ion. Okay. Now how it is stable? It is stable by resonance, we can explain. Carbon bearing positive and the pi bond are in conjugation. They are alternate to each other. Now, which direction the electrons will move depends upon the charge present. This carbon is positive. So, this will have a tendency to pull the electrons towards itself. So, this will try to pull the negative charge the pi electrons toward itself. And what structure you will get now is, this is This is remaining as such. There is now a double bond. That positive charge has gone from here. The positive charge has appeared. Now this will shift to satisfy the positive charge. Now in the next structure, what you will have is a double bond here, double bond, CH2, and because this has gone here, the positive charge has shifted here. Next structure, this will come here to satisfy the positive charge, and likewise you will have the pi bond shifting here, a double bond, right? Because this has gone here, the positive charge came here. And in the next structure, this pi bond will come, and you will get another structure which is, almost similar to the first one, but the positions of the pi bond are different. Okay, so they are said to be the mirror images of each other. So you are having a resonance in this. Resonance is this. Due to resonance, it's quite stable, right? Now let me ask a question. Suppose you have this 3 phenyls attached to one carbon. In the previous example, one carbon, and to that carbon C6H5 was attached. Right, now 2 hydrogens are left. Now if one by one all hydrogens are replaced by phenyl. So if 3 phenyls are there attached to carbon, 2 phenyls attached to carbon, 1 phenyl, which one do you think will be most stable? This will be the order. Why? Because more phenyl groups means more resonances there. As I've shown you with one phenyl group, the positive charge is resonating in the ring. Likewise in this, 3 phenyls are there where the resonance is there. Okay. So more the phenyl, more will be the stability of that particular, carbocation. Now further, this was the example I have taken where you have this ring and carbon bearing positive charge. Okay, now suppose in the ring, if some electron donating groups are attached. What electron donating? Which are pushing electrons away from them. That is alkyl radicals. Further, some more alkyl radicals are present, or OH group is present, or alkoxy group is present, methoxy group. Then what should happen to the stability of the carbocation? So if electron donating groups are there, they will be pushing electrons towards the carbon containing positive. So when they are going to push electrons away from them, this positive charge will decrease. Positive charge will decrease means the stability will increase. The stability will increase. Likewise, if electron withdrawing groups are attached on the ring, on this ring only some electron withdrawing. Which electron group withdrawing groups? NO2, or you have Cl, or you have COOR. If these are present, if they withdraw electrons, so they are going to make the positive charge more bright. If the positive charge is more, that means this is going to increase the reactivity, decrease the stability. Reactivity and the stability are inverse of each other. Till here fine, children? Now let's talk about hyperconjugation effect. How hyperconjugation effect can explain the stability, that 3 degree is more stable than 2 degree and then 1 degree. Now for that, let us take one example of 3 degree carbocation. 3 degree carbocation, I am opening one side alkyl group. This is tertiary butyl carbocation. If you see, this carbon is attached to 3, so this is tertiary butyl carbocation. Now we are saying this is more stable than 2 degree, and then 1 degree will be the least stable. Now why? Let us explain. The carbon bearing positive and alpha CH sigma bond. This is alpha CH sigma bond. It is in conjugation. So this type, that means in this hyperconjugation is possible. So what is going to happen? This is carbon bearing positive. So this side alpha CH can come here in between the two. Right. So what changes I made here, I am going to show in the next structure. This is carbon. This is methyl group. This is methyl group. Now this carbon, this bond has gone here. So this is now a double bond. There is no bond left over with this hydrogen. So it is now having a positive charge, and no bond is there in between this carbon and hydrogen. Likewise, no bond can be here. No bond can be here. right? I think those structures you can draw. Okay, likewise you have methyl and methyl. These are also, like this methyl and this methyl are also just adjacent to the carbon bearing positive. This is carbon bearing positive. So the next one is also alpha. This is also alpha, like this was alpha. So you have as many alpha CH sigma bond. Alpha CH, how many sigma bonds are there? That many structures would be possible. Is it clear? So you can have no bond present here, because as this has gone here, this hydrogen can come, this bond can come, this bond between carbon and this also could have come. Likewise 3 here and 3. So how many hyperconjugated structures would be possible for this? There would be 9 alpha CH sigma bonds. So 9 resonating hyperconjugated structures are possible. Can you tell me now, in this particular structure, how many hyperconjugative structures will be possible? How many alpha CH sigma bonds are there? This is the carbon bearing positive. The next carbon adjacent to the carbon bearing positive is called alpha. This carbon is also called alpha. Okay, so this is having 3 CH sigma bond. This is having 3 CH sigma. That means total how many? 6. 6 alpha CH sigma bonds are there. So there will be 6 hyperconjugated structures of this particular example. Clear? Now what about this example? How many hyperconjugative structures are possible in this? You can try this out. This is the carbon bearing positive. The next carbon is said to be alpha. On this alpha carbon, how many hydrogens are there? That many hyperconjugative structures will be possible. So in this you are having 3 hyperconjugative structures. Now I hope that part is clear. We said this is most stable 3 degree. Then you have CH3 taken twice CH positive. Then you have CH3 CH2. This is having 9, 3 in each. So 9 hyperconjugative, 6 hyperconjugative, 3 hyperconjugative. And methyl would be least stable because this is not having any alpha carbon atom. Is it clear? Now, suppose I ask you, what is the hybridization of the carbon atom which is bearing a positive charge? That is carbocation. In carbocation, what is the hybridization of the carbon atom? You know, you have to open up the structure. Suppose this one I am writing. You will write down like this, CH3, CH3 and a positive charge, right? So each carbon which is bearing a positive charge is having 3 bonds. 3 bonds means hybridization is sp2. sp2 hybridization means trigonal planar structure. So it is having a trigonal planar structure. Which structure? Trigonal planar structure. And it is sp2 hybridization. Okay, till here fine, children? So in today's session, we have tried to complete carbocation and the stability part. And the angle also, children, 120 degree. Okay, and in the next video, I will be completing carb anion and free radicals stability together. So this I am keeping it separate, only carbocation, because if this you practice well, the other two also you will be able to follow very easily. Okay, thanks for watching, children.